So the recording has been started. Yeah, welcome to everyone. A very nice evening. So for my time, we've got here 7 p.m. I think some of you attendees are a little bit more later or a little bit more earlier. So this webinar will be recorded. And yes, become a follower on our YouTube channel. You will be automatically informed with our newest videos. Today with the topic 50-minute trend hunter strategy. Before we start, the same procedure as every webinar, we have to show you the risk disclaimer, taking no liability and no order to buy or sell or something. If you have got questions after the webinar, we will show the email address where you can contact us anytime.
And during a
Good.
webinar, of course, you can use the chat box and I will have an eye on it so that we will answer your questions as soon as possible.
Yes. Get the chance, use the chat screen during the webinar if you have good questions. Good. Today we start with a 50-minute trend hunter strategy. The contents are just only a small part what we are taking from our course lessons. If we would go through the whole course, it will take, I think, several hours. Yeah, this webinar. And if you're interested to see the whole course, let me copy and paste the link. There you can see this. I pasted this in the chat screen, and there you can, or you would be able to click on this and see the whole course.
As a little teaser, so this specific strategy is the best thing for all of you who are preferred to working with indicators, because this strategy is full of indicators.
Yeah, that's correct. Today we go with the chart setting up, and yeah, setting up the indicators. And yes, this strategy uses a combination of three indicators, which I told before: the parabolic SAR, the relative strength index RSI, and the average directional index ADX. Important, be aware that this strategy will not help you form a view on the price direction. Rather, it will help verify a view that you have already formed by either looking at a higher time frame or from fundamental analysis.
Hmm.
Good, let's start here with the setting up the chart. First, you need to set up your chart, switch your chart to a 50-minute time frame. What we are showing here is a screen from MT4, because most of the brokers and most of the banks for private clients, they offer these MT4 or MT5 trading screen. And today we show you, regarding the examples on our MT4 screen.
Hmm.
Yes, switch your charts. Sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, switch your charts to a 50-minute time frame, and then click on the indicator. It's on the top of the MT4 screen. Go to the trend I see here, and then do parabolic SAR.
Hmm.
Very important is be sure that the parabolic SAR is right, has got the right numbers in there. Step has to be 0.02 and a maximum 0.2.
So this is the standard setting. So, but of course you can have a look at it. So just to be sure.
Yes, just to be sure. These numbers has to be in there. And then click on OK, and the chart screen will show like this.
Hmm. A chart with a lot of dots below and above the candlesticks, and the parabolic SAR, the SAR, stands for stop and reversal, and it was built as a strategy for itself, so you can enter a trade if the dots are below and switching from above to below and vice versa. So then you have a long or a short entry. But this is not a strategy about, this strategy is more about other indicators and combining all those indicators together to have a nice strategy.
Yeah, that's a very important information. Very good. Good. So next step is add two RSI lines. We go the same way, going on the top of the MT4 screen, going to the oscillators, and then click on the relative strength index, the RSI. Be sure that the settings are at 66 and 34. You can see this under the in this screen, in this example, under the levels.
Very, very important, because this is not a standard setting.
Yeah, that's very correct. Yeah, that's correct. It's not a standard setting, so you have to add this individually or manually. And of course, the parameters have to be period 28. I,
Hmm.
I think this is also not standard, yeah?
Yeah, it's not standard. Standard setting is 14 for the RSI indicator.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah, just type it in manually, 28, and then click on OK, and then it will appear like this on this chart. So
Mm.
then you will see below the RSI index.
And now you can see 4 lines in the RSI indicator. And of course, we only pay attention to the 34 and 66 level. But yeah, for the same reason, you can delete or remove the 70-30 or the 80-20, which is usually the standard setting.
Okay, then we have to add, one moment. Yeah, the last one, the ADX line. Also, we go on the top of the MT4 screen, clicking on trend, and then click on average directional movement index. Also, regarding the settings, we have to be sure that the period 10 is in there.
Yeah.
Also no standard, yeah, I think.
Yeah, no, this is no standard. Standard is, I think, 8 or 9, something like that. And we need period 10.
Yeah, under the parameters. And then also under the levels, this is also not standard, level 20 has to be added.
Correct. Yeah.
After that, you have got all your 3 indicators, and then it will show like this on the chart.
Yeah.
So you have got in the chart the
Parabolic chart.
yeah, the parabolic, sorry. The second is the ADX, and the third one is the relative strength index.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. No, sorry, in the middle you have got the RSI, and then below the page you have got the ADX.
Yeah.
That's the right one. Okay, good. So after that, how to entry in the market. Yeah. So now we will come to the 15-minute trend hunter strategy. Step 1, check the SAR. If it is below the current price, you should look to buy. If it above the current price, you should look to sell. Step 2, check the ADX. You should only place a trade if the ADX is above the 20 level, indicating a strong trend. Step 3, check the RSI. Only go ahead with a long trade if it is below the 66 line, and with a short trade if it is above the 34 level.
And why we are doing this, so the ADX, for example, is a strength signal for us. We don't want to go into a trade or enter a trade if we don't have any trend. So because if we have a range or a sideways market, then it doesn't make any sense to go long or short because the market goes sideways. And as an additional indicator or signal, we use the RSI because we don't want to go into a long trade if the market is overbought, and we don't want to go short in a market which is oversold. So this is just a little explanation for that.
Okay, very good. And then we have got the fourth steps, of course. Enter your trade. Once all 3 indicators give you the go-ahead to make a trade, you can go ahead and enter a position where the next 15-minute candlestick opens. Yeah, very important.
Yeah.
So this is a small part of the 15-minute trend hunter strategy. Just a question, you can use it for every product, yeah?
Yes, you can use it for every product because it's price action related, and therefore you can use it in commodities, bonds, futures, stocks, currency, so everything.
And your experiences at all about this strategy, what you can tell?
I like the strategy, but I don't have the time to trade this, and I would prefer to have. There are some steps to consider that the results are much better than, but more about this in the course, of course.
Okay. From the mentality, so for short-term traders, is that correct?
Yeah, you need to observe the chart, or you have to program or use an EA or something like that, because you have to move, as a little teaser, you have to move your stop loss every 15 minutes because it's related to the parabolic SAR indicator.
Okay, yeah, these are very, very important informations. Of course, there are also additional informations on our course page. So I copied and pasted it in the chart screen. So if you're interested in it, just click on it and then you will see the whole course. I think it is free of charge, or you have to pay?
No, unfortunately not. But of course, as a premium member, you will get this course for free.
Yeah. Yes, yes. But in the near future, I think by the end of this week, we will set up or we will publish our Black Friday campaign. You will
Oh,
see which offers are
exciting.
very, very interesting. Yeah, and I will also publish this and present this also by the next webinars. So you can be excited, definitely.
I am.
Okay, good. So we came to the end of the webinar, and we are also here for the next couple of minutes. So just take a chance if you have good questions. After the webinar, you can contact us anytime with this email address, support@tradimo.com. And yes, I would also appreciate if you can take also a little bit time after the webinar to rate this webinar, if that was bad or if that was good. And we would appreciate if you could send us also via email some interest or some topics which you are interested for, where we can also set up webinars for that.
Mhm. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody's typing, so no questions are coming in.
Yeah, no questions, unfortunately. Okay, but so everything is clear. But if you've
Mhm.
got questions, just take the chance, use the email address, and sending out an email.
Yeah, or if you see the video right now on YouTube, then of course you can contact us on the support@tradimo.com, and we are happy to answer you.
Okay, very good. Matthias, thanks for your support. Sam Bristow is typing anything. Let's see. Okay,
Thank you.
Sam, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Wish
You're
you
welcome.
also a nice evening to all of you, and see you for the next webinars then.
Yeah. See you next week, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.